Hey everyone. So in one of my previous videos, a recent one, I was talking about stable scales, and so one of them that I mentioned was Mixolydian Sharp 11, and there's kind of different flavors of Mixolydian, as I'm sure many of us know. One of them is Mixolydian Flat 9, Flat 13. I'll just run it here for those that might not know about that. So, you take Mixolydian, and then you flat the 2, and you flat the 6, and you get this kind of exotic sound with that. But the last couple days, I've been really digging this version of Mixolydian, which I guess you could call Mixolydian Sharp 9, Sharp 4. So quite a bit different from that one. That one, by the way, Mixolydian Flat 9, Flat 13 is usually, generally speaking, not a stable sound. It's something that you would use, for instance, it's a common one to use when it's like, say, A7 moving to D minor, 5 dominant to 1 minor. Works great in that kind of situation. And so the one I'm talking about, Mixolydian Sharp 9, Sharp 4. I think is a stable sound. And I think Sharp 9, it was used a lot in blues, or is used a lot in blues. And then Hendrix famously used the E7 Sharp 9 chord a lot, or Sharp 9 in general. Again, just a very bluesy sound, and he would just kind of really dig that sound in. And so yeah, I think Sharp 9 is a stable tension. Which, by the way, Mixolydian, it's kind of nice to do this, like to take the A7. Excuse me. Never mind. Amp noise started, but it went away. 1, 3, 5, flat 7. So this scale has the chord tones for a dominant 7th chord, and then it has Sharp 9, Sharp 11, and 13, which I actually haven't thought about this, but makes up a diminished triad. Kind of interesting. Be kind of a cool thing. I've probably done this in the past. I don't remember. Be a cool thing to isolate, just playing the Sharp 9, Sharp 11, 13. Maybe that's something I'll practice later. But yeah, let's check it out. But by the way, not that this is important, but just that I share this. I'm really into this bridge pickup sound. I usually do the neck pickup a lot. Well, I've done the bridge a lot. I usually save it for certain moments, but I'm kind of digging it just all the time. I like all of the pickup options on this guitar. But it's just kind of, let me turn up the volume a little bit. It's just kind of a raw, sound, that I like. And I don't, I use, as far as, like pedals and effects and stuff, it's very minimal for me. It's pretty much, let's see, right now I have 5 pedals hooked up, and, one of them is a delay. I just have a short delay, and then some reverb on the amp. Those are the only 2 effects that I have running right now. But yeah, so let's check it out. So I have this kind of A groove happening. nice. See what this sounds like. I threw on the tube screamer there at the end. I really like that sound. But yeah, so Mixolydian sharp 9, sharp 11. Digging it, you know. I think here's just, you know, the sharp. I mean, we've all heard the sharp 9, right? But like, so yeah, you know, it's got that real bite to it. That combination of major and minor third, right? The major third in the chord, and then the sharp 9 being, you could look at it like, you know, the minor third. You know, that's the blues thing, right? To combine major and minor. Yeah. But it's always been tough for me to make that sound personal and not in a cheesy blues way. I mean, not that, you know, the great blues players, I didn't think it sounded cheesy. But, you know, it's a fine line, right? Like, if you're not really a blues player, you're not the real thing, you know. It can be hard to make those blues sounds sound convincing, you know, because there's not a lot of information there, and you know, I'm sure we could all imagine how cheesy blues can get, right, in the wrong hands. I suppose that's true with any style, but blues seems particularly kind of delicate to me, anyways, in that kind of regard, because it's so it's like real broken down and based more on the feelings than on information or really anything other than just sort of the feeling of it. So if you don't really have that, you know, maybe some of that pain in there and those life struggles, and if you're not really connected to what you're playing, it can just sound kind of, I'm rambling here, sorry, but you know, just, it could just sound kind of just cheesy. So again, I'm trying to make that kind of sound, the sharp 9, the kind of, you know, typically associated with the blues sounds, you know, more personal, because I'm not a blues guy and I'm not trying to express that style of music. So anyways, just trying to figure that out, and yeah, but I love the blues, as I've said before. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to say about. I mean, certainly we could dive deeper into this tonality and break it apart more and really get into it. But I just thought I'd share that with you guys. It's a cool one. It's not. I don't really hear people use it that much, like explicitly. They use versions of it, I guess. But I don't really hear Mixolydian sharp 9, sharp 11 talked about, or really, you know, it doesn't seem particularly common. So I'm digging it, and maybe you guys will too. All right, I'll leave it there. Thanks.